Hey guys, it's Julie, matchmaker, relationship coach. Um, I did an earlier Periscope where I was coming to you from WBTV studios here in Charlotte. And for those who are not in Charlotte, I definitely wanted to provide what I was talking about so that, if you're not from Charlotte, then you can still get the tip. But today I wanted to just address three things. Hey guys, for three things that every marriage must have. Hey there, how are you? Okay, we're not going to do that. So guys, if you're going to come in here and you're going to say rude stuff, I'm going to block you. So, that is what it is. So hopefully you guys are respectful and we won't have any more issues. So anyway, the top three things that every relationship must have, a marriage must have. And it goes for relationships, but you also, this is especially for marriage because a marriage is committed. So the first thing is you have to understand your partner's love style. And a really good book on that is The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. If you haven't heard of that, if you haven't read on it, thank you. Eyebrows on fleek. Anyway, if you haven't heard that or haven't read that, please pick it up. If you are married and you have not read that book, please pick it up today. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. In that, he explains that every person has a love style. Hey, Ireland. Ooh, it's my first Ireland person. Thank you. Hey, Turkey. Hey, guys. If you don't understand that your wife doesn't like flowers, you cannot give flowers all the time because that's what you think women like. Women don't necessarily like hearts and flowers and diamonds and, all this stuff. If you guys are in an argument and you want to make up or you want to give your wife something amazing for a gift and she does not recognize flowers and candy and all that stuff as something that she loves or something that she recognizes, something that she recognizes as love from you, do not give it to her over and over and over. It's fine every once in a while, but recognize that maybe your wife wants your time. Maybe your wife wants your support. Maybe your wife wants you to acknowledge her in all the things that she's doing for you and your family. So recognizing how is the main thing. Even for husbands, wives, hey, South Carolina, hey, if your husband needs your support in terms of affirmation. Yes, honey, you're doing a great job. Oh, he's coming home and he's complaining about work or he's complaining about his boss. You have to be there for him because that's how he recognizes love from you. He knows that you are for him. You're listening to him. You're supporting him. You're saying you're doing a great job. I don't know what that person's talking about. Whatever it is, that's how he recognizes love. Men don't always recognize love in the physical. Just because you give your husband amazing sex all the time doesn't mean he feels love from you. If he recognizes love as she supports me and she, everything, every business that I want to be a part of, every venture that I get into or, whatever's going on in my job, if she's not really listening and is supportive of me, he's not going to recognize you giving him an amazing, BJ in the morning, or he's not going to recognize that, yeah, you guys had an amazing, makeout session, but he's still not getting anything from you. So recognize your partner's love style. That's the first thing. Second thing is your communication style. Everybody has a communication style, meaning you can be passive aggressive. You can be very straight to the point. True, I believe a wife's support trumps all adversity for us husbands. Absolutely. But that's your style. Maybe there are some husbands who want affection. I know my husband, the very top is affection. He absolutely loves, and it's not just sex. It's about touching, hugging, cuddling, giving him rubs, touching, all that good stuff. He recognized that as love. So that's what I give to him. So if that is your preach, Mike, if that is your main love language, then your wife needs to be providing that for you. Or if your wife is not providing that for you, it's hard to recognize that, she's giving you the love that you feel that you need. So back to communication style. Sometimes every couple fights. Every marriage, there's a fight. There's conflict all the time. That's inevitable. It's not what you fight about, it's how you fight. How you communicate with your partner is huge, because that sometimes it is what decides between a divorce and staying together, is how you fight. Are you condescending? Are you rude? Do you ignore each other? Do you guys blow up at each other and you don't even know what the fight's about? It's about who won the fight. You have to understand that every conflict may not be resolvable, and that's okay. But how you decide to communicate and resolve conflict and to argue and to negotiate in your marriage is key. So you have to understand what's the point, what's the goal, where are you trying to get to. Listen to what your partner is saying, not how they're saying it. Listen to the needs that they are providing you in what they're saying, in what they're fighting about. Sometimes it's not about the fight. Sometimes it's not about the dishes. Sometimes it's not about the laundry. Sometimes it's about, I need you and you're not there for me. So listen to what they are saying and what they're not saying. And that will help your relationship and your marriage a lot. Lastly, a team. You have to create a culture of team us. It needs to be you against the world. You and your partner against the world, be it your parents, your children, your family, whatever. If you are still acting as individuals in a marriage, that marriage is in trouble, because it needs to be about we. What are we going to do? How are we going to solve it? Where are we going to go? If you are still thinking in, well, this is what I'm going to do, and she's just going to have to do something else, or I, and he or she's just going to have to, deal with it, you're not setting up a good foundation for your marriage. It has to be about, what do we think about that? What are we going to do? How do we move forward? If you create a culture of team us against the world, your relationship and your marriage is unstoppable. So, top 3 things. Love style. How your partner views and acknowledges love. Your communication style. How do you fight? How do you resolve conflict? How do you communicate with your partner to get what you need out of it? And 3, team us. Those are the top 3 things that you need to have in every marriage in order for it to remain a marriage. So I hope this is helpful for you. Tomorrow I'll probably do something for my single folks, but I wanted to reach out definitely for my married folks, because it's tough out there. It's tough out there for marriages, man. And I'm here for it. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great Monday. Have a great week, and I will talk to you later.